Alrighty, here we are. Oh shit. There we go. Alright. So let me explain. Alright, what's going on? So I really don't have much planned for the day. Oh wait. Sorry. I don't know if you guys actually heard me, but anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, I don't have much planned for the day. What I do have planned is Reddit stories, right? I don't have any certain specific Reddit stories. I'm honestly what I'm gonna be doing, I'm just gonna be going off, what I see, which is okay, are we good? Alright, so here's what we're gonna be doing, right? So I'm probably just gonna be playing like any random game on here, and then probably just gonna be telling a Reddit any story from like Reddit that I see. So yeah, that's honestly what we have planned for today. So nothing too special, nothing too special. But hey, it's new. I mean, I've never really done this before, so it's probably gonna be a bit tricky. But yeah. Uh, we'll just see what happens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lower the music a bit. I know the music isn't very loud, but still, to me, I still hear it a lot. Anyways, right, so let's just get straight into it. Am I the asshole for not wanting my fiance's last name because it is too Middle Eastern? Hmm. All right, we're not gonna start yet. I'm gonna just give my opinions at the end. My fiance, 26 male, and I, 24 female, have been together for 3 years. I've always told him that I want to keep my last name because I like my name, and I'm beginning my professional career. He and I live in the US in a southern, more conservative area. I won't use real names, but my name is a common English name. Think Mary Williams or Olivia Smith. While his last names come from while his last name comes from his Arabic father, think Muhammad or Hussein, or I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the last one, but you guys get the point. Recently, we were discussing last names for me and our future kids. He pointed out, as he has several times before, that it would be easier for family planning and traveling for us all to have just have his last name. I agreed that it would be nice, but I still wouldn't take his name. This time, he wouldn't let it go, arguing that it just makes sense and that I don't have a valid reason not to take his name. Here's where I say I might be the asshole. Tired of being hounded by this topic, I finally told him the truth that I had always intended to take my future husband's last name before we met. It's just his name. It's just his name I don't want to take. I reminded him that his last name has caused his family nothing but trouble in this country, especially post 9/11. Holy shit. How he complains of being stopped at airports and that he and his siblings were teased for their names as kids, so much so that all his siblings, male and female, have changed. Oh shit, give me a sec. I'm trying to play the game while reading this story. Oh, the game hasn't even started. Okay, we're chilling. Um, so much so that all his siblings, male and female, have changed their last names. I pointed out that his last name may be common in the Middle East, but it is also identical to famous Middle Eastern politicians slash terrorist leaders, and how people in the U.S. subconsciously make that connection every time he introduces himself. He said that I was being racist and an asshole, and that I was saying that his name isn't good enough for me. He also pointed out that he is the last one in his family that can pass the name on, and that he was proud of his name in spite of all the hardship it has caused him. All right, here's where the game's finally started. Let me just scroll down. All right, so all right, so I argued that it was selfish of him to want to pass on his last name, that it would make life harder for me professionally and difficult for our future kids. Okay. Um, I'm gonna try and get through as best I can. Okay. just for the sake of preserving the patriarchal tradition of keeping the man's name, that in his shoes, I wouldn't hesitate to change my last name to make life easier on my family. I suggested a compromise where we both change our names to something different, maybe a name from the other side of his family, so that we could all have the same last name and honor his family's history. But he wasn't interested. Everybody I've talked Everybody I've talked to about this in the past has encouraged me to take my husband's last name until I tell them what the name is, which is when they usually side with my arguments. His family, on the other hand, are all advocating for me to take the name, even the siblings who changed it years ago. Edit. After reading the comments, I realized the title may be misleading. I was attempting to write a title conveying the racism and judgment I fear for myself and my future kids without using words like ethnic or terrorist. To clarify, I would take another Middle Eastern name, given that it isn't attached to any infamous people or political figures. Am I the asshole? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In this scenario, right? Question: Are you open to collaboration? I'm doing this knowledge of my boys. Also, hello, Serpling. This knowledge of my boys, but I'm still trying to reach out to relatively small channels and open up going both parties. So for collabs, basically, I'm open to collabs with other people, just not as much as you think. Like boosting each other, I'm not really one that does like boosts, but collabs, yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing collabs at all, no worries. So if you're ever trying to just collab, let me know. But let me actually give you this opinion on this real quick, right? And I apologize for not reading your comment earlier. I was just reading the story out so everybody can hear it. Let me tell you guys. Do I think that person is the asshole? Yes, but also no. I'm gonna explain to you guys both sides. I'm swaying more to yes. But at the same time, I'm swaying a bit more to yes, you are the asshole for the obvious reasons. The reason why I say that she is not the ass, like why I think in my like a small part of me thinks she's not the asshole is because, like, you know, it's a name that like it's the last name itself, right? Because she said that in the story that like, oh, she doesn't mind a Middle Eastern last name. It's just the specific last name that he has is what like kind of sticks to her. But you know, like if it was any other last name, she wouldn't mind. But that's the thing. Like the reason why I still think she's kind of the asshole is because like she's letting that get to her, and I understand. You know, if it was me, I mean, I probably wouldn't do it either. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you kind of are. It's mainly how she conveyed it. You guys know what I mean? Like it's like how it was conveyed. Like the way she said it to like her husband, like that's where I felt like it was wrong, you know, because like she said it to him straight up, like, oh, if it was like any other last name, then I would, like, she had planned on taking her husband's last name, but it was because of his last name specifically, and that's where I get it. Like that's where I feel like, yeah, you are the asshole. That's just like, that's where I think that's it, you know. But it's like, I understand that because of the last name specifically, like that's probably why you feel so heavily against it, you know. At the end of the day, I can't really be one to say much, but I'm gonna say this is actually really hard to choose now. But I think what I would have to say is I'm gonna go with no. You know, I was like swaying more towards yes in the beginning, but like now thinking about it, I think I just wanna I'm gonna go with no. You are not the asshole. Just for the fact that like if it was like any other like she even like offered to compromise with him, which is what made me sway, like which made me like think more like no, you know, like you know, you're not the asshole, because she was like willing to compromise, you know, like she doesn't mind taking her husband's last name, and she said it specifically that like her husband and their siblings had changed their last name in the past, you know. So end of story, we're gonna end this off with no, you are not the asshole. So that's starting. That was an interesting one. All right, I'll what's gonna call it? If that's a Discord username, I'll probably just end up you know, I'll add you on Discord. I'll send you a request. We can just talk everything out later on. It's fine. Anyways, good night, man. Have a sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to get in touch soon. Oh, it's left click. I didn't even realize it was left click. I don't like I don't like that it's left click. That creeped me out a bit. Okay. But yeah, so that was an interesting one. So I'm gonna probably pull up the next story and just let my teammates carry for a bit. Cause the main point of like I usually would do another game because I know that Rec Room isn't the most popular with everybody, but I was like just contemplating like which games to play like this whole time. So I mean it is what it is, you know. But yeah, so this story, not the asshole. I'll just say it as that. Not the asshole. Like no, not the asshole at all. Okay, so let me pull up the next story, y'all. We just chilling now. Hey, please. Okay, so my page is just not responding. Oh, there we go. All right. Hmm. I found an interesting one. This is a little short one. So, damn it. Okay, am I the asshole for making breakfast way before my kids wake up? Um, I don't think so. But honestly, you know, obviously opinions change like that. So let's just head straight into it. All right. Usually on weekends, my husband and I make more elaborate breakfasts compared to weekdays when when it's like cereal slash fruit to go. Recently, my kids, 14 male and 16 female, have been complaining that by the time they wake up, the food is cold and unappealing. Well, if you don't like it, just don't eat it, man. um, my husband and I wake up at 5 a.m. and after our morning wake up, sorry. My husband and I wake up at 5 a.m. and our morning jog. And after our morning jog and breakfast prep, everything is usually hot and ready to eat at like 7 a.m. My kids wake up at 9 a.m. And I told them to either wake up early or suck it up and eat cold slash microwave pancakes or casserole. Well, hmm. All right, we will get into that actually. That's okay. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. So I'm gonna just get through this and then we'll get to something. Let's pick this up. There we go. Ah. All right. They say I'm in the wrong. I personally like to get the cooking done early so I can start my house chores and I don't like to on an empty stomach. I don't care when they wake up on the weekends. It's just an inconvenience for me on top of my already long list of chores such responsibilities I need to complete on that day. To wait until they get up, it's a favor in the first place, and I don't think they have a right to make a fuss about it. They're free to remake it themselves whenever they get up. Am I the asshole? Info. Sorry I'm at work, but to answer a popular question, I don't leave aside extra cold food to shame them or force them to eat it. They still want to eat the leftover food over cereal and etc., but want me to make it later so it's fresh and hot. So am I the asshole? Okay. Hmm. No, honestly, no. But no. The thing about it is, right? If you're on a super busy schedule, like it seems like you are, if you really are on a super busy schedule, then there's literally nothing that can be like done. You know, you have a lot of stuff to do, and you know, mm, obviously your kids are just kids. There's not much that can be done. Like obviously they're gonna be waking up a bit later than you, especially if you have such a busy and packed schedule. Like that's just how it's gonna be, you know. So there's not really much that can be changed. But the thing about it is, right? I can understand why the kids would feel like you're in the wrong, because obviously you know like they're kids, and we must. I mean, I'm the same. I'm in the same age range as them. I'm only 15. Um, but they do have to understand that you know like the world does not revolve around them in that sense where like they can just make those kind of demands as to you know ask your parents to just wake up later. No, like no, it's just you can't like the children just don't have that. You know they can't do that. And so in my like I'm telling you, like obviously no, I'm not saying like for them to wake up early, but it's like your parents are obviously busy. They have a packed schedule. There's not much that can be done there, you know? Like why like act like it's their fault? And it's nobody's fault here. Here's the thing. It's nobody's fault. The thing about it is it's just give me a sec, y'all. Cause game chat is just not what I'm trying to hear right now. Anyway, so what was I saying? Because they were making me lose track of my thoughts. So, wait, I thought I was supposed to. Oh, okay. Bonk. Anyways, so it's not that it's like anybody's fault here, but it's like at the same time, you're not the asshole for making breakfast. Because for the most part, at least you're getting up and making them breakfast, you know? Like that's what they gotta understand. They gotta have that appreciation that you're making them breakfast at least. So no, nobody's really the asshole in this situation. It's just the kids just kind of have to learn that like their parent, you're like you're busy, you know, you're a busy person. You have a lot of things to do, and so obviously you're just taking the time out of your day to make them breakfast, which obviously you know you don't have to do. Which is why I say, you know, you're not the asshole here. But honestly, y'all can just tell me what you think. If you think that they are the asshole, let me know. You know, and if you don't, that's also that's fine. Like honestly, here's the thing, right? These kind of things are more like discussions, more than just my personal opinion on them. So it kind of is what it is. Wait, give me one sec, y'all. Ooh, give me a sec, chat. Okay, so I honestly regret streaming so late. So what I probably will do is I'll probably end stream now and maybe restart it later if I get some of my friends to hop on a game with me. But hey, go drop a follow to my TikTok. I'm gonna be making some videos on there tonight. So everybody, have a great day. Well, rest of your night. But don't worry, I will have some content out soon. Love you guys. Everybody stay safe, take care. See you guys next time.